Hi! I got out my better mic today because I figured it would be better. It's a little blue Yeti I have, so hopefully the sound will be better today. Today is day 2 of the fluids, meaning it's 28 days left until the surgery. There we go. Today has been okay, I would say. It's been alright. It's been sort of easy as long as I had water and shakes. Though I made the mistake this morning that I accidentally poured out one of my shakes. I dropped it, meaning I had one shake too little during the day. So when I finally got home, I was super hungry. But yeah, it could have gone better. I've been kind of tired, had a bit of headache. Otherwise fine. I wasn't really hungry until that one shake didn't fill up its void. So I had a proper one. Now, and in the evening, one of the hot soups that I have from Alevo, potato and leek. And I also added some broth to it just to make it taste a bit more, because it's sort of bland, and without it, it kind of tastes like unmixed mash to me. But also I have my faithful friend, this water bottle. It's 2 liters or 64 ounces. So it's really handy for me to have, since it tells me about the day. I mean, I don't really usually go by this, but I think it will be really useful after the surgery to keep track of how much I'm drinking and when I need to drink it. Usually I'm not up by 7 a.m, but I think that will be breakfast most likely, because in my plans for work I will have my first meal at 10:10 after the stores opened, so probably it will be water in the morning. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not a morning person as it is, and I don't know how that will be after the surgery. A lot of people say they are hungry and they need to eat, so we'll see. But it's really helpful. I got this off Amazon, the Swedish one, and I liked it because both that it has a lock and it has a straw, so I can sip water essentially. Also, by some reason, there's also a phone stand, and my name's on here because a colleague of mine got the very same one because they liked it so much. And the protein I'm using is called protein.se, which is the one I find the most delicious because it's not as grainy, neither as powdery in taste. It's so hard to explain, but usually if you let it stand and steep for a moment, it actually tastes like milk drink instead of just powder in water. So I think those are the tastiest ones. Also, they're not that expensive. You get 34 meals for 500 crowns, about $50-ish, lower. But it's also one that's the closest to the Cambridge diet, which I know I work well on, so therefore I chose that. And to carry them around, I got this. These are small pockets that I've used. It's very handy since I can build up how many I need a day and carry them with me. And one of these is perfect amounts for the scoops. Usually other people will have like Alevo, they come in packets, and the protein.se don't. They come in a big jug. So this makes it easier for me to carry with me and keep track of how many I've had. And as I said, I use a straw. I have this travel straw I got from Wish, I think, for like 10 or something. It was cheap. And it's become very handy because it makes me drink much, much slower. This specific one is a telescope one in rainbow colors and comes with a little cleany brush, which I find very handy indeed. And I think that in the future it will be a companion of mine, simply because it makes it easier to drink slower. And it's always been this way, that if I have a straw I will drink much, much slower, and this is convenient. I can have it in my handbag because I'm a freaking woman and I have a handbag everywhere. And I also promised to take some measurements, which I did today. I look like a mess. It's time to shower. So let's see here. I have... Where are you? No, that's the weight. There we go. There you are. Click. These are my measurements currently. So the neck is 40 centimeters or 15.7 inches. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. It's just, I just Google translated it from centimeters to inches. The boob area, or byst as they call it in Swedish, is 141 centimeters or 55.5 inches. The waist is 36 centimeters. Whilst it is 53.5 inches. The stomach, which is the biggest part of me, is 56 centimeters or 61.4 inches. The booty is 152 centimeters and 62 inches. The arm, the thickest part of my arm, is 42 centimeters currently and 16.5 inches. The thigh, the thickest part of the thigh, the meatiest, is 88 centimeters and 34.7 inches. And I figured it's a good time now to take these measurements and do check on later on. I will have this to save and to look back on. I guess tomorrow will be the chance to get a before photo, so I will try to do that, or if I do it the day before I shower. I haven't decided. We'll see. So, yeah. Also, I took some calculations. I forgot to add that as a text, so I will just see if I find my notes here. Let's see here. So they say that you lose about 30 to 35% of your weight, current weight, after the surgery, and after that will stagnate. And for me, calculated on 153 kilograms, which is about 335, I think. What was it? Let's see here. Yeah, 335 pounds. Excuse me. I would, in 30% lose, overtake kilos first. 45.9 kilos to 53.5 kilos, which is about 101 pounds to 118 pounds. So that would mean that the weight where I start to stagnate would be around 99.5 kilos to 107 kilos over to 237 pounds to 219 pounds. But since I'm that really big and over 50 in BMI, I have a suspicion that I will probably lose more weight. I'm very allergic to everything outside, you can tell. Also, I got my books today. And these books are... There we go. These books are recommended. Sadly Swedish. And the first one is called POP 40. Postoperativa portioner. Innehåller fler än 40 näringsrika än lättlagade recept. Which means that it has more than 40 recipes for easy and nutritious recipes for people who has done the gastric bypass. This book is more preparing. Ett liv med sleeve, which means a life with a sleeve. This person that has written this book has made a gastric sleeve instead of a bypass, but they still recommended it because it's still a lot of changes, and I've been told it contains like preparations before the surgery, how it is after the surgery, a few recipes. Yeah, there's recipes, some training and such that will help you better handle the gastric bypass. So I will have to get into and reading this. It doesn't look too hard, it's kind of big print and a lot of pictures, pretty pictures, but yeah. And speaking of prepping, I got to call both the contact person of Gotland, how it works, since they don't do any kind of those surgeries here on the island. I have to move over to the mainland in Stockholm, and therefore I will need a hotel, a patient hotel. And I had to call around since I want my mum with me and getting her booked in so we can have a double room instead of a single room, so we both fit. And also that she gets to stay afterwards and yeah, be there when I wake up and get back and we can go home. Also with the traveling, since I want to leave a day before I'm supposed to leave the island. For those who don't know, I live on an island. And it's a boat that you take. So yeah, I will have to book that beforehand. And usually an agency here does it for you. The issue with that is that one, it's better for me as it is, since I'm not going directly back to the island after the surgery, to book it by myself, because then it's in my name, I have control over it. If the agency does it, they have to be the ones that do the changes. I can't do anything, the boat company can't do anything, it's only the agencies that's allowed to do anything inside the booking. So we agreed that for my sake, and since I will be bringing my dog with me so I can get help with her, it's easier for me if I just book it on myself and then send them the receipt to get paid what they can pay, essentially, which is the 650 crowns for the travel. The rest I will have to pay on my own, and I don't mind because it means that I can get up and stay with my mum and stay as long as I need to. And she said that it's also kind of clever to do it that way, because if they assume the sick leave will be at least 2 weeks. It can be more depending on how you feel, but usually most people are up and go at 2 weeks. And if I wish to stay longer, or if I get sick, I can change the travel back home by myself instead of having to bustle them around. So it's much easier for everyone involved for me to just do it myself. Also because I have done a name change, all the papers I have say different last names currently, so it's best I do that on my own, because then I can change as I wish when I get my new license. I got my driver's license, so I'm getting a new one. My biggest worry now for that is that I'm gonna change so much that it's not gonna look like me, but it will be fine, I guess. I haven't heard anyone having issues with that, so it would most likely be fine. Or more prepping. Yeah, I've called around, asked questions, and asked them if like silica and collagen actually works for the hair, and they said yes, it does. And mostly if it's needed, they will prescribe it to you, but you can also take it on your own if you feel like you want an extra boost. So that's nice to know, because I wasn't sure if that was actually a thing or if it was more like commercial hoax, because there are a lot of stuff like that out. I also prepped with buying clothes, like this hoodie I'm sitting in. I'm living in this hoodie. It's a huge hoodie that goes down to my knees. It's very comfy, so I bought a lot of really comfy, loose-fitting clothes that I can have after the surgery, because it will be a lot comfier for everyone involved. Since I know from the last time I had surgery, I removed my gallbladder, I was very sick. I was so tiny and wimpy, and oh my gosh, just remembering that I am not looking forward to it. That's the main part that I'm not looking forward to. So therefore I bought some clothes from Shane that have my size, that are really comfy and really loose. It was one garment that was a bit too small, but I actually kept it because I know that it wasn't too small to wear now, but I wasn't comfortable, and it will probably fit if I just lose like 5 or 6 kilos or something like that. So it will be handy in the summer because it's a thinner, like hoodie gown, I guess. And it will be really comfy in the summer when it's hot. Not quite hot, but you know, the kind of iffy in between. It's not hot and it's cold, so you want a long sleeve, but you don't want to be hot. Yeah. So I think that will be plenty perfect, but some new nightgowns, poofy pants, and that kind of stuff, just to make sure that I'm as comfy as I can be. I also got my new taste tests from protein.se, because they had, there's the logo even. They had some new tastes. Let's see, let's open it. I haven't opened it yet. So I got 4 types of tastes, but I haven't tried yet. They had vanilla pear, pattern split, also the banana chocolate, and the salted caramel. I don't know why, I'm not a huge person of caramel, but apparently salted caramel is very tasty. I think it's a salt, duh. And then they also had toffee. I'm a little bit sad they didn't have in the coffee that they just got, because I really wanted to try that one and the mango and the blueberry, but they told me that they couldn't do any new refills for these types of packages, the tryout packages, because their machine that doses out was broken, so they can't do anything until it's fixed, essentially. So hopefully, I'm hoping kinda that they will get it fixed by the time I run out of those I have at home, because I have plenty of left of home, because I use this for breakfast usually. When I remember there's a thing called breakfast. Anyway, so I will have, so what is this? It's half a day worth for me, because I needed around 5 to 6 packages. But it's nice to have, so just so I can try them out and see if it's something I want for, because they are 34 portions in one of those buckets. It's 1.2 kilos. Yeah. So I will have to try these soon. I'm looking forward to this because I'm getting tired. I bought last time a chai latte one, and it was okay with milk, kinda, but also I'm very, very tired of it, and it isn't as good. Like the first time I tried it, I really liked it, but the second, third time I was like, this, it doesn't grow on you, it goes the opposite way. The ones I really liked so far was the banana, the chocolate, and the vanilla. And I know by fact that usually after a while I can't handle the same taste again and again and again. And I think it's also good to trick your brain by changing it up. And I thought the coffee one would be really nice, because I really like coffee and usually I want more than 1 cup. So I thought if I can get some protein with the coffee, it might be a good way later on, when I can't drink as much coffee as I'm used to kind of trick myself into getting coffee, my brain. But we'll see. Maybe I will order the bucket anyway. I'm kind of thinking of doing that. Yeah, but that's mostly my day. It's been kind of calm. The straw has made the drinks last more than 20 minutes. Also because I'm working at the same time, I kind of wander around and do stuff, so it has taken me like 40 minutes sometimes to finish a drink, and I feel the straw really helps with that, because I'm a really fast drinker and fast eater, so I think that really helps it. So I'm very tempted to buy some tumblers from Killstar. That's pretty and fun to have, just to change up it a little bit. And then, yeah, the only part was that I really wish I didn't lose that one shake, because it fucked up my day. I was so good. I had set up my timers and everything, my clock, my dear Fitbit, to warn me when it's time to eat, and I was following that so good until I realized I'm 1 shake short, and I couldn't run to the store because I was out of cash to buy another one. So I was just like, I will have to do this. I'm just gonna drink some more water and hope for the best. So I got a double portion of the soup this evening just to fill up because it's a very low calorie diet. I have around 862 calories a day. A human is supposed to have around 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day. And I'm also noticing this a lot, that I kind of slur a bit. I'm tired and I slur my words and such, and it's not just because it's English, it's been like this all day. I forget words, but that could also be that I have been working a lot of days in rows. So it could be that. Otherwise, it's been perfectly fine. So we'll see. Day 3 tomorrow. That will be it for now. Bye.